Hoboken, New Jersey's own Noah Ashton joining me here for Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Live
Yes,
365,
sir.
iHeartRadio. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
What's good, bro? Thanks for having me,
Of,
man. Thanks for
of,
having me.
of course. So who are you? Because I wore the Nets jersey just for you because they used to be in New Jersey. So are you a Nets guy?
Nah, I'm not a Nets guy, honestly. I'm not a Nets guy. My cousin was on the Brooklyn Nets though when they switched to Brooklyn. Shout out my boy Tyshawn, man. Tyshawn Taylor.
Oh, okay. So you got someone that was on the Nets in your family.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
no cap. But it was Brooklyn. It was Brooklyn at that time though.
Yeah. So who do you Knicks fan then?
Nah, I'm not even much of a sports fan, honestly, but I definitely know them Knicks was going crazy the other day. I know they shut it down the other day. I
Oh
ain't
yeah, it's
gonna
going
lie.
crazy.
I definitely seen it. They shut the city down. That shit was looking like a chaos. It was
Yeah.
riot out there.
Unbelievable. It's been so long, but yeah, I want to get right into your music. The new single, Al Nice was telling me a lot about you, especially
Yes,
with Thief in the
sir.
Night. I was able to listen to that track. Did you kind of draw any inspiration from Young Thug's Thief in the Night from
I
years ago?
definitely did, bro. I definitely did. Shout out to Al Nice too, man. He show love, bro. Shout out to Al Nice, definitely.
That's
Yeah,
the guy
Thief in the
right there.
Night. It's crazy too because I recorded that song in Atlanta. Honestly, I
Fire.
actually recorded that song when I was out in Atlanta too. So it was just the vibe. It just, that's just the vibe. Honestly,
It was the atmosphere,
yeah,
for
yeah. It was
sure.
just that energy, bro. The beats, the production, being out there. It was my first time out there, so it was just like, nah, this the vibe. Like
Yeah.
for
So
sure, for sure.
what were some of the things you were doing the first time in Atlanta? The important connections that you were making? What were some things you were able
Yeah,
to make some
it was
moves
my
there?
it was my first time out there. Shout out to my guy Omar. Shout out to Ali. They convict family, Akon and them and all that. I was in Akon crib working with Ali and Omar. We just locked in the studio. I was there for like 2, 3 days. I didn't even leave the crib, bro. We was just making them songs back to back to back. No lie. Finished the whole
Crazy.
tape. Finished the whole tape. Me and Ali.
Wow. You've
No,
been
for real.
working. So what's going to be the follow-up now to Thief in the Night? Is this going to be like the start of an upcoming album that you got on the way?
Yeah, so Thief in the Night is definitely part of the rollout to Call You When It's Over. That's gonna drop in June. And Thief in the Night is just really the single that's pushing it right now. We just stacking up the content, getting everything all situated, all set up. We're gonna get this thing rolling. But that's definitely what's driving it right now. Thief in the Night's that vibe you could expect off that for sure, for sure.
Fire. So what's it going to be Call You When It's Over? What's the meaning behind the title?
Call You When It's Over, it's just kind of like think about it like the simplest way I could put it is like my life is a movie. You know what I'm saying? And I can only call you when it's over. Like going to movie theaters, like they call you. It's like I'm living in it right now. I'm in it right now. I can't even tell you. Like I just gotta feel me. When it's over, I'm gonna let you know all about it. When I come down off the peak, off the, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those kind of vibes. But it's really about just living in the moment that I'm in right now. Really soaking up. Just feel me. The cards that's being dealt, all the opportunities and all of that. Feel me? So it's just like I could tell you about it, but I'm living through it right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the idea of it.
I like that. And it's something that was really kind of interesting when doing my research on you is that when you go to concerts, you're not someone that pulls out your phone. You actually live in the moment, which no one
No,
does
for real.
anymore. So, what are
Yeah,
some of the other
bro.
ways that you try to live in the moment besides making your music?
Like if I'm in like it's like for example, like being in the concerts and all of that, it's just like I like to really soak up the energies, like you know what I'm saying? Or like even bro, even just like turning off my phone for a while and just really like, you know what I mean? Just being to myself, or if I'm in the studio and all of that, I don't really be on my phone much. Like I try to like catch content every now and then, but it's like I like to really soak up where I'm at, the energy of where I'm at, and be able to, you know what I'm saying, enjoy the moment. Like, cause a lot of things move fast in this too. So like if you don't soak it up, if you don't live in that moment for real, it'll pass you. Like you won't even realize like what was in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
It's wild, especially when you look at Twitter and X and all that stuff. It just everything's a trending topic. When you see someone that passes away that's a celebrity, it's just a second in time on to the next
Yeah,
one. It's crazy.
it's like, and that's what's crazy. Like we've really been like desensitized to stuff like that because like everything moves so fast that it's like it'll be the most prolific person, and it's just like the next trend or the next viral video, the next whatever come up, and it's like it's gone. It's like damn, that's a life. We actually watch this person, and it's just it's going so quick. It's crazy how it is now.
Just think when I remember when Michael Jackson passed away, the coverage was for like weeks, or just any big star at
Bro,
that time. It was weeks. Now it's just a tweet and it's gone in like a
that yo, bro, that shook the world. You couldn't go on you couldn't go on any channel without a Michael Jackson tribute. That lasted like generations. Like that was we still ain't over that one. I'm not gonna lie, we still not over that one. That still
no.
carry on till now for sure, for sure.
It's crazy, but kind of let's get into the beginning of this movie because you got this is what we're going to be focusing the album around here. So the beginning is that your mother was a poet. So
Hmm.
did you kind of draw any creativity from her early on with writing your raps at all?
Yeah, definitely. Cause like she would read them back to me and like just show me how it was like structured and how like metaphors work and different meanings and you know what I'm saying, things like that. So like that really piqued my interest into like writing and you feel me, just reading and all of that. Like that really was like wow, like it was just crazy that I'm like yo, she could really put these words together. Like I'm a little kid, so I'm like this is rapping, like this is like, and it's my mom, so it tripped me out. Like damn, that's fire. So that's definitely early on. That's definitely one thing that inspired me. My father was an artist, so
Mhm.
he had me in the studios early, moving around, going to his shows and all of that. So it was like I was able to see firsthand like how things go, like how things is. So it was like yeah, that was just a real. It was just literally what was put in front of me, and I was just like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do for
Just
sure.
followed in the footsteps. So is there anything that
Yeah.
you were able to take away from your mother's poetry that you want to put into your records? Is there any stories that she told that you like to pay homage to?
Did it freeze up?
Oh yeah, it froze up a little bit. Yeah, I'll ask the question again. So, was there any poems that you remember that your mother wrote that you want to pay homage to and record, put the story to pay homage on one of your records?
Not really off the top of my head, but I just remember that she's a real like passionate speaker and a really good storyteller. So like it definitely it definitely inspired me to just have that kind of trait in my writings and all of that. Just be able to tell a story or give details or just be free with it, get creative, don't be afraid to express your feelings basically. So I can't remember one specifically, but that's one thing that I took away from it that I carried with me is that like you got to be passionate, like you got to just be able to express it, you know what I'm saying?
You do. Another moment too, early on watching Notorious in the movie theaters. This was kind of
Mm-hmm.
what solidified it for you, I heard.
Bro,
So, uh,
that's crazy, bro. Yo did his homework, bro. Bro do his homework. But not for
so
sure. Yo, that but yo, how old was I when that came out? I can't even remember. But that's definitely like a movie. That was the first time I seen just like the journey of a rapper going from the bottom to the biggest thing in the world, or even the casualty at the end. You feel me? But it was just so like bro, like I don't know what about it intrigued me so much. It's just the music, really, but it was just like, damn, like it's a real journey. You know what I mean? It's so much storytelling that goes behind it. Like some people got an idea, like you might see a new artist and might be like, bro, this industry plant, bro, like he came out of nowhere, but bro, like there'd be a real storyline. Like you never know the background. Like it's crazy.
it is crazy. So even when you look at the fatality of it, and then now that you're following in the footsteps of being a major artist in the game, so does it kind of bother you in any way? Because we see it so much where hip hop artists are just killed and they overdose. It's just wild what you see just for so many years now.
Now where I feel like with anything you doing, anything you pursuing is gonna be a risk. It's just more like what you put out there and the energy you keep around you. You feel me? I don't really surround myself with individuals or put myself in situations that put me in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? And if I am in them situations, it's my fault. Like because I know better. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's one of them things you just got to move smart. You got to know what come with it and just be prepared. Always move smart. You know what I mean? But it's like it's one of them things that it's kind of like being like, damn, I'm scared to get on a plane because I don't want it to. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, you gotta get on that plane, you gotta get on that plane. It's, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go. You know what I mean? So
Final destination.
yeah, it's the risk you take, man. Anything you do is gonna be a risk, bro. So it's like,
That is true. It
you know what
really
I
is.
mean?
Yeah, it's just crazy when you see it because I just saw that LGB Quad died a few weeks ago, and that was another Philly rapper, and it's just
Oh yeah, yeah,
another
yeah.
one.
Word, rest in peace, bro. A lot of potential, bro. It's sad, and it's rap artists, it's music, it's people that's in. You feel me? My lane. it's crazy, bro. I done definitely had talks with my parents about that. They'd be like paranoid with things. I'd be like, bro, you don't gotta worry. Like, just gotta move sturdy. That's it. You just gotta move sturdy.
You do. I heard you were the popular guy in high school amongst everyone. So what was it? War? That was the one that really was the
Yeah, bro. No lie. Yo, bro, do his homework. Shout out to bro. Nah, but in high school, definitely War was. I was doing music like when I was younger, but War was definitely the first one that like on a like at least locally, like you know what I mean, that really gave people that like, damn, now this is something. And I got a song called Doja.
that's
That
a big
that was
one.
the one, yeah, that was one that really like stamped it, like, nah, Noah got it. Like this is crazy. That was in every high school, everybody was bumping that, like everybody, I feel like that was the song that really set the tone, like, all right, nah, he for real, like he's serious. Like,
What's interesting, because I heard you mention it before, was that when you were doing raps with and battles with people in school, when it
word,
wasn't cool. So when was it not considered cool to be a hip hop artist? I wanted you to
bro,
explain that because that's wild.
like at least from my experience, I feel like that early, like, it was just that stigma, like, oh, you're a rapper, like you want to be a rapper, like you think you're a rapper, like, you know what I mean? When we was younger and stuff like that, like probably like 10, 11, like obviously we listen to music, there's rappers, but it's like we was young, so it was just like he think he a rapper, you know what I mean? And then it's like getting older now, like 2025, bro. Everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy, but it was definitely a little point in time where we was getting laughed at for being the rappers. It wasn't that cool, but I feel like it was more just we young and you feel me, kids being kids. Like kids just even if they like something, they gonna be like, that sucks. Like that, you know what I mean? We all kids, like, and it's like you see another kid your age doing something that you really want to do anyway. It's just like that shit is trash. That's like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things. But even it's bro, it's homies from back then that it was just like they'll tell me now, they'll be like, yo, bro, no lie, we was all bumping that. We was all listening to that, bro. Like that's all we was listening to at that age. Like it was cool to us. Like it was really like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's just young. It was just young little funny shit, you know.
So you have the background of being schooled on the old school with Notorious. You know about Biggie,
Mhm.
of course. So who are some of the main inspirations for you in hip hop besides Biggie? And then you got the new school. We mentioned Young Thug with Thief in the Night, paying homage
Like yeah,
there.
for
So who
sure.
are some of those major artists for you that you looked up to?
Major, definitely Lil Wayne, definitely Future, Chief Keef for sure. Um, Let me give more throwbacks. I really no lie, Biggie, definitely Biggie, Big L,
Oh, Harlem.
Big L for sure. Who else? Damn, it's so many, bro. No lie, like
I love the
Nas.
versatility. Nas, I love that. Yeah, you
Yeah,
like
because
both.
my pops was a hip hop head, so I grew up on. But feel me, Big Pun, like all of that. Like I grew up
Classic.
on so much. My pops and my mom was such hip hop heads, bro. So I grew up on so much music, even on the R&B tip, like listening to a lot of Faith Evans, Beyonce, like you know what I'm saying, Erica Badu, all of that. Like my parents was really like big on music, so I grew up so versatile. Plus, I got my own taste. Like I experimented. I listen to. I don't listen to crazy rock, but I like rock music. You know what I'm saying? Like jazz music, different things like that, different vibes. So it's like, but it's crazy because I just do I'm real versatile. I could do other genres of music and all of that. The rap is my strong suit, but it's like I could really step into any type of lane because I just have that. Like I'm so inclined to that. That's what I grew up on. So
How deep do you go into rock? Are we talking about Rage Against the Machine or Rolling Stones? What's the kind of rock that you were in?
I'll say more like, damn, what's the song? Like pumped up kicks, stuff like that. Like I'm
Oh,
not
okay,
too
I've heard that.
like those kind of vibes. Like more of the I guess you could say like I don't know if it's like punk or like, but just the vibey stuff. Not the I like the rage stuff though. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
I like the rage stuff live. I done been to a lot of like underground rock shows and stuff. I like seeing that live. I feel like I could appreciate that and more in a live setting opposed to like playing it on my speakers or in my headphones. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Being in a mosh pit kind of thing.
yeah, like that's vibes. Like I like seeing them play it live. I like the energy. Like in person, that's vibes. But I'm definitely more calm, chill vibes. Like just alternative. You know what I'm saying? Or like another no lie, bro. Tame Impala and like shit like that. That's really the type of music I really like. on the low. I really like listening to vibes like that for real, for real.
You're not the only one. There's been a couple people on my show that have referenced Tame Impala. That's wild.
Bro,
That's
Tame
crazy.
Impala, that's like I feel like that's like the first them and MGMT, like Electric Feel and all that. That's like that's really what I that shit just peak, bro. That shit just piques my interest. OD, bro. Love listening to shit like that.
It's different for sure, and that adds
Hmm.
to the music in different ways that you may not even
Yeah,
know. You keeping the open doors there. So, what did you learn
for
from
real.
your father with him being a hip hop head and being an artist himself and moving around in the industry?
Really just one watching him like handle business and just you feel me go he was in a lot of meetings, like he took me to a lot of meetings with like labels and stuff that he would have, so I really got to sit and see like, and even though I didn't know everything they was talking about at the time, just being able to pick up on how he moved in the setting, kind of I definitely that definitely taught me how to handle situations, you feel me, in my personal, you know what I'm saying, and even just like studio etiquette or how to talk to people, how to, you feel me, respect the cameraman, treat people, you know what I'm saying, just how to move in it, how to keep your reputation solid, always, you feel me, stand on business, you feel me, just different things like that. Even like the downsides, like you know what I'm saying, because not it's not good all the time, but it's just like
Mhm.
you gotta keep going, you gotta keep pushing. It is what it is. Like handle your business, do what you gotta do, like get through that. That's
Who's
really
your
what I took
top
from it.
Who's your top New Jersey rapper of all time?
Wretch, shout out to Wretch, man. Shout if you don't know Wretch, do your homework on Wretch. Shout out to Wretch. That's my top Jersey artist for sure. I ain't even gotta think too hard on that. No cap. Shout out to bro.
Right, just right out the gate.
Right
So,
out the gate.
how about Fetty Wap? Because he was someone that had
Oh
a huge impact. I
yeah.
remember that.
Shout out to Fetty. Hell yeah. Fetty Wap is definitely he one of the ones for sure. Fetty Wap when that was like I think I was like 12 or 13 when he was having his run. That was definitely that shit was a wave, bro. Like that took everything by storm. He took it to damn, he probably took it to the highest level on some Jersey. Like as far as Jersey, Fetty Wap took it to different heights. My boy was on stage with Taylor Swift and all that.
Then he had the remix with Drake for
With
My
Drake,
Way.
bro, come on, bro. Come on,
That,
bro. Those
that
was
run
them
was
joints.
legendary. I remember it was hits constantly that
Yeah,
year,
that
and
was a
then it just
legendary
he
run.
disappeared. I don't know what happened.
That was a legendary run, man. No cap.
Yeah, once he gets out, we got to get a collab, or maybe you could put something together now. You never know with
Nah,
you
yeah,
two.
for sure. No lie, I don't know. I don't know if it was him or people on his page, but I remember last year I had dropped a tape called "Save Me a Cloud," and it wasn't even on no promo or nothing. He just hit me up and was like, "Yo, the tape fire." Feel me? But at the time, I know he was. You
Wow.
feel me? He in the jam, so I was like, I don't know if there's management or they trying to do something, but dad was just like, yo, the tape fire. Like he showed love. I said good looks, and it was nothing after that. So it was like he ain't act, it wasn't no, oh, send this or we let's get some promo done. It wasn't even nothing like that. So I was just like, word, they showing love. I just know bro was in the gym, so I ain't know how if it's him or if it's management or whatever. But I was like, hey, I appreciate it. They ain't ask for no bread either. They just show love. So feel me? They just show
That
love.
that's crazy. That's a great connect to have, and even it's kind of you kind of look at it as a cosign in a way.
Nah,
If
yeah, word. I appreciated that too. I was like, damn, I had seen the name pop up on the thing like five. I was like, why do I feel like I know that this shit look familiar? I was like, bro, that's fire. Shout out to Fetty, no lie. Shout out to
Shout out to
Fetty.
Fetty. That's definitely one of the top guys right there. And even with Sweet, remember when Sweet Yams dropped? I thought he was out. Remember how viral that was going and how crazy that for Thanksgiving like a couple years ago?
Which one was it?
It was called Sweet Yams, and everyone was jumping on remixes. It was going viral for Thanksgiving.
Damn, bro, why can't I remember that, bro? I'm
Yeah, I think
busting.
there was like 2, 3, and I was like, "Is he out?" Because it was going viral. Everyone was playing it.
Shit, right now, even what's the song? I want you to be
Mine
mine.
again.
That's going viral right now too.
I did see that.
Those songs is timeless songs, bro. They gonna go, bro. They gonna go.
They are. And now you got your timeless hits. Doja, that's the one that's really getting you
Oh
places
yeah.
still. That's still a huge record.
Yeah,
So
those are.
are you still with Hard Knocks? Are you still with the Hard
Oh
Knock
no, Hard Knock,
Records?
we graduated this world now. We really live in dreams. WRLD. We graduated. Hard Knock was definitely the start of it though. That's the start of everything. That's like that was high school era, SoundCloud era, the beginning. That's like where everything stemmed from. But now we getting older, we more mature, we standing on business, we got real business, we really investing, really doing what we gotta do. So it's world now. We really living dreams, man.
I
That's
like
really what
that.
it is. Yes, sir.
That's how it's got to be. So how did Little Monsters form?
Little monsters. Oh man. Shout out Little Monsters, man. But that was with my boy NLG No Limit Go though. And when the homie Mr. Sean or whatever. We was just young. I had lived in South Carolina for a little bit. I was always been from Jersey, New York, or whatever. My pops lived in Brooklyn, and I'll go back and forth from Jersey, Brooklyn, or whatever. But when I was like 10, my mom had moved us to South Carolina. I was out there for like 6, 7 months or whatever, bro. I'm such a city kid, bro. I could not do that. So while I was over there just to like kill time, it was born out. That's when I really started like rapping, like for real, like actually writing and things like that, like things of that nature. Cause I had mad time, like it's the country. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I'm so bored over here. So I would just rap on mad, go on YouTube and just look up mad instrumentals, bro, and just would write and write and write. And then I had made a Facebook group and put a bunch of just my friends and all of that. It was just like a rapper group. So we would all just write our raps on there. And when I had ended up moving back up to Jersey, and since we was all in the same school, we was just like, yo, we about to be a group. And Cito on the beat or whatever, he a producer from over here. He was already working with my boy Yadiel. So we was all friends. He's just like, bro, y'all young, y'all fire, get y'all in the studio. And then from there it was just like us three. It's like, yeah, we a group, bro. We out here, we little monsters. That's really how it came about. That was a run too. We was World Star was rocking with us. They was bringing us to South by Southwest, all of that. Like we had my first music video ever was on World Star, bro. No cat, that little my shit. First video ever, World Star Hip Hop, back in like 2011, 2010. So that was when World Star was World Star. Like that's just that
That's
thing.
when
No
it
cap,
was first going off at that
no
time.
cap.
And especially too, because you were one of the early trendsetters, because not everyone was on Triller at the time. So Triller was something that you utilized early on when no one
Yeah,
was on it.
I was utilizing Triller so early on, bro. Like I definitely caught it early because I got inspiration from seeing just like how, like kind of how the musically stuff was. But it was like since I was making my own music, it's like I didn't know how to use musically for my own music. But I was like with the Trillers, it lets you at least like I could upload it. Everybody making videos to other people's songs, but I'm like I could upload mine. I could just do my little thing, feel me? And it was just like perfect timing. Like it was just that trailer started booming after that. So that's how I feel like I made Doja do his thing because that's when that was that early Triller. Like Trillers just started getting rocking. So I was doing that with Doja. Had everybody making videos to Doja. Like, bro, that's really what pushed that. No cap, that early Triller wave for sure.
What's the one you've kind of adapted to now? Is TikTok the one that's rocking for you right now?
Honestly, I've gotten so many accounts banned on TikTok, bro. Like I still got more out there, but I stopped like trying too hard on TikTok because it's like I feel like I couldn't really be myself on there. Like you got to be like clean cut, like you know what I'm saying. And it's bro, I didn't had 3 accounts banned, bro. I still got some on there, trying to grow them back up, but TikTok, bro, let me live, bro. Please, TikTok, let me live, bro. But Instagram, that's definitely like the strong suit right now. My YouTube definitely running those up. So
Those are the
that's
ones. Those are the ones that are working for you. It's just gonna go
true
up from here. I'm telling you. Once it really catches that wave, it's gonna
for
be going
sure.
up. So how did you get to open up for 22 Gs? How did this come about?
So that was when was that 2022? I was signed at the time and I was working like I was signed to an independent, but we was working close with like Atlantic and like they artists and stuff like that. So one of 22G's A&Rs or the manager or something like that, he was cool with the dude I was signed to. And he's like, yo, Tutu doing a show on 420 or whatever. Have nowhere open up. Like, for me, come turn that up. Went there, turned that shit up for sure, for sure. No lie. Shout out to bro.
And that was when he was going crazy. I'm
Nah,
sure. A
yeah,
few couple,
that's when they was
no
going crazy.
suburban and all that. Was that around when that
Suburban,
dropped?
all of that for sure. They definitely show love, got me on there. And it was in Jersey, it's only right. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, of course. Have you had a chance to perform at the Ritz in Jersey?
The Ritz, nah, I haven't, honestly. Bro, Jersey venues, y'all gotta start, bro. Y'all gotta start letting us do hip hop shows, bro. A lot of the venues don't be letting us do rap shows, bro. And it's like I get it, business and all of that, but it's like we gonna keep it safe. Let's turn up out here. Like, let's just get it rocking. They
Really?
be
I saw G because I did some press for G Herbo. He was at the Ritz a couple years ago. They don't do many hip hop shows in Jersey.
not I mean, Herbo, that makes sense. It's Herbo, you know what I mean? So that's the risk. But as far as like the underground scene or like upcoming artists or like if you're trying to put your own show together, it's really
Okay,
hard to get a venue. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to get a venue. They don't really be trying to do like hip hop shows and stuff like that.
that's
You could get
ridiculous.
you could find a couple like underground venues that'll let you rock, but it's barely a handful. You could barely count on one hand how many of those is. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sure that that's not really the only story here, not even just in Jersey, because you think about it, how do you put on your own performance when you have all this talent? It's almost that you have to get a co-signed by an artist to get to open up for them. If not, you're performing
Nah,
on YouTube or something.
Nah, yeah, but as long as you got a community, you got some fans that support you, people that'll pop out for you. Because it's like I look at it like, for example, like with club walkthroughs and all of that. If you could get some people to pull up to the club, you could pull a few people to pull up to a show. You just gotta market that John right, honestly. But it'll be a little bit difficult talking to them people if you don't got a team or like a manager or people that know how to conduct that type of business. Because if you just walking in there like, yo, I'm trying to do a hip hop show, and they're like, bro, buddy, you're bugging. You gotta bring something. You better bring G Herbo with you or something. You better do that. Then we let you in.
Then they'll let you in. Then
Yeah,
then
where you
they'll
bringing G Herbo with you? Yeah, say no more. We want
they'll
that.
let you through those gates, the
Yeah, we'll
gatekeepers.
let y'all through. No cat. That's dead how they coming, bro.
Uh, so have you thought because you listen to a lot of R&B growing up, so have you thought about doing some collaboration with R&B artists? Is there some people that you want to work with?
Yeah, for sure. I want to get more in that bag. Even on this tape, there's definitely some R&B swag on there, but definitely, let me see, R&B who I would want to work with. Uh, Definitely Four Bats. Four Bats is fire. Um, I say Friday fire.
Mm.
Um, yeah, man. That's really off the top of my head. That's really I could think of. Four Bats. I feel like me and Four Bats could really make something shake. Honestly, top of
He
my head.
he's crazy because when you look at him, he feels like a new school artist what he
Mm-hmm.
looks like, and then when you listen to his music, it sounds something out of the '90s,
Yeah,
early
it's like it's
2000s.
it's that soulful vibe, bro. No lies, that soulful vibe. The voice is fire. You know what I mean? So it's just like that's the pocket. That's that throwback soulful. Like that's the vibes for sure, for sure.
It definitely trips you up. People need to tap in. I know they're already tapped in, but if they haven't tapped in the four bats, that's the one
Not for
to
sure.
tap in with.
Pink Panthers too. Pink Panthers another artist that I don't really know if you consider her R&B, but Pink Panthers is definitely somebody that I would want to work with for sure, for sure.
That I could see that happening. Yeah, just putting everything to work for sure.
Oh
So
yeah, that's a vibe. We're gonna make it happen. For sure.
yeah, high school was a moment for you, as I mentioned before,
Mhm.
and there was a point to where you were arguing with your mother about going to college and things like that. So when did she say to you that she was glad that you didn't listen to her? What was the moment
That
that?
that was around 2020, 2021. I remember I had dropped a song in the bricks and I was signed around that time too. So we just moving like different. You get what I'm saying? And she was just seeing what was going on. The streams is busting. And she like people was telling her like, oh, I seen your son do this, that, and the third. It was just like, I'm proud of you. Like I'm proud you actually making this. Like you ain't listening. Like you stood on what you said you was gonna do and you making it happen. Like my mother, my number one fan. Like no lie, she's super supportive, always been supportive. So it's like even when we was beefing over the college stuff, like now that I'm older, I know it's just like I'm her child, bro. She just want what's best for me. Like she don't want me taking them risks. No parent want their kids having, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with certain situations, being in certain places. She just being a parent. Feel me? So it's just like, but as you get older, she starts seeing like, all right, I know it ain't for nothing. Like I know you wasn't lying. I know you wasn't like it's actually working out. You actually getting somewhere with this. So it's like I'm proud of you. Just keep going. Honestly.
Why was it psychology that you wanted to get into if you were to go to college?
Bro do his homework, yo. Bro do his homework. I just always been like psychology has always been like super interesting to me because like I feel like the way people think or like for example, like let's say I don't know, you see something crazy, somebody do something crazy on the news or something like that. Like my first thought is always just like, damn, like I wonder what that person went through growing up that made them like what was the like the shit that messed them up or like what you know what I mean or just with certain situations like when it came down to early on like with when I was doing like the trillers or doing certain things or like early days like making my Instagram when I was younger it was like I just had an idea of like what people liked like you know what I'm saying what was intriguing to people what was so I knew how to play on those things and I just realized like, bro, it's all psychology. Like everything that you do is like, if you use a little psychology to it, you can, you know what I'm saying? You understand the situation more. You're or like even how to deal with people more. Like that's why, like I'm real, like I'm real chill. Like when it comes to people, I'm real understanding because it's like not that I'll give people a pass, but it's like I know you don't know what this other person been through to make them act the way they act, and you get what I'm saying. So it's just like I just kind of know how to handle situations. I feel like that's one thing that taught me. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
the only reason why I didn't pursue it for real is because my guidance counselor told me that psychologists don't make no money. And she was like, I don't know why you would do that. And I was like, I'm shit. I ain't know that. I don't know why I do that either. I was
That's a
gonna
bunch of BS because they're
Yo,
making a lot
bro,
of money.
that's crazy how she tried to steer me in the wrong direction though, bro. No cap, bro, I'm not even lying. Like that ain't even no. Let me just shit on the teacher kind of reference. Like, bro, she dead told me psychologists don't make no money, bro. I was just like, oh damn, I'm 18 years old. I'm like, then what am I? What else am I like? What's the point then? I'm just gonna be in there
She's
and
killing dreams. She's a dream
killed the
killer.
dream killer. Like, damn, like shot me. Like, good thing I had a little plan B. I'm like, damn, all right, whatever. Say no more. And the teacher said it. I used it as a little advantage. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Mom, listen, bro. She said they don't make no money, bro. I don't know what you tell. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's really she might as well use a plan B. She's
Yeah,
killing so many
word.
dreams.
Yeah, fact. Like, damn, bro. You might as well. Like, damn, bro. I was 17, bro. Like, I was a kid,
Oh
bro.
yeah, oh yeah,
18,
yeah.
no, 17, 18, bro. That shit was crazy. That was definitely my senior year, though, when she said that.
Now, would you recommend college? Because say if you, because you knew what you wanted to do. So if you
Mm-hmm.
know what you want to do, is it really necessary depending on the field? Say if you want to get into the entertainment industry, is it really necessary?
I would say, like, if you it depends what lane in the entertainment industry you would want to take. You feel me? If you want to know the marketing or PR, how to handle certain things, you might want to do like communications or just learn how to
Mm.
handle different situations. But I feel like I would never steer nobody to be like, don't go to college, even if they want to be a rapper or be a singer. I would never tell nobody not to. It's just like, what do you think worked best for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like the direction that I was going and how I see it playing out in my head and like knowing the cards I was dealt, I was like, I don't really need that. Like, I could learn this as I go. Like, I could feel me keeping my feet on land, like actually being hands on. I'm gonna learn more than being in school. It's even though I could have built some connections in college and all of that, I've definitely thought about that. But it's like at the same time, I didn't really steer myself wrong. You know what I mean? Like, but if you feel like you want to go to college and just I had this belief in myself that I was like, this is what's gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you believe in yourself and you got the vision, you can see it and you feel like I don't need college, then blessings to you, bro. Do it. I did it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a ride, but you know what I'm saying? If you built for it, if that's what you're willing to do, for sure. But go to college, bro. No lie, it's definitely useful. If you're gonna be a doctor or you want to be a manager or something like that, definitely, bro. Take your ass to school, bro. Don't drop out of school, bro. Trust me, if you graduate high school, all of that, do all of that, bro. It's not hard. I swear it's not hard, bro. Do it. I almost didn't graduate, bro. No cat. I almost didn't graduate just because I knew the work. I was just one of them people that was just like I was chilling, but it was like last week of school. I'm like, let me rush this up here, bro. Pass me, walk that stage, especially because me and my mom was beefing too. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do this music. I'm gonna walk that stage, bro. But after that, um, let me rock. Just let me rock. I'm gonna give you the diploma though. I'm gonna give you the diploma though. You know what I'm saying?
And you did just that, and now you're following the dreams of being a successful artist, and you have it mapped out. And a lot of it is the debt too, because it's too
Mhm.
much for a lot of
Yeah,
college kids.
bro.
It's way too much.
bro, I got friends that they just graduated college, bro, and that's all they could talk about is like, bro, I owe so much money, bro. I gotta pay this. I got so much, bro. I'm like, cool, bro. I already got bills, bro. I live, you feel me? Got my own crib, all of that. I gotta pay my own. You feel me? That's enough, bro. That's enough on its own. I'm not trying to owe no school, no nothing, bro. I'm good. I got enough. You paying enough, bro.
I agree. Now that you're out in the world, you're following the dreams. Are you connecting with college radios at all or colleges to get some performances? Because
For
colleges
sure.
do help artists out earlier in their careers.
Now that's definitely a fact. I've definitely got to get more in tune with it, but I've definitely reached out to a couple radios, had my manager reach out to a couple colleges and stuff like that. Definitely trying to get more in tune with it for sure, for sure. Definitely
That'll
have to.
definitely
That's
help out.
definitely that's the way for sure. I'm already knowing, bro.
Oh, I
That's
I, I could
definitely
tell.
hell yeah, we working, bro.
Yeah.
We pushing this, boy. Let's go, boy.
You mentioned marketing before. That was what you were going to go to college for also. So what was it kind of that you were able to find out on your own about marketing and pushing yourself? Was it with the
Like
Triller?
it was really with Triller and like early Instagram, like just seeing how Tumblr and Instagram at one point was kind of like the themes and the aesthetics and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, like I'm seeing what people like. Like I'm starting to understand like the image, like how an image matters and how you feel me, how to promote yourself, how to brand yourself, even if it's just simply like, oh, you the person that wears the red bandanas all the time. There was a point in time where I was just wearing I was mad young, but I was just wearing just these certain type of glasses and stuff. So it was like even when I look back on my throwback stuff, you're like, damn, bro, that was an era. That was a point in time. So it's like I would just do little things like that I knew that would like catch attention. You know what I'm saying? But not on some like humiliation, clout chasing type of vibe. It was just like I know how I want people to perceive me, and I know how to put this out there. You know what I mean? So that was like early low marketing, and then with Triller, just seeing how that worked, I'm like, all right, where I could send this to pages, and they could post this, and they could get what I'm. It's just all making sense to me early on. I'm like, wow, bro, this is how this works. But even with marketing, like I was definitely gonna do that in school too. But that's also something that I felt like as long as I'm doing this research and really studying my craft and what I'm doing, I could learn this along the way. You know what I mean? Because marketing always it's a trend, it's trendy. Feel me? So it's always changing. It's not really like you learn it at one point and it stays. It's the same like elements and all of that, but times change, bro. People like different things. What was cool yesterday might not be cool today. So trying to market something how we marketed it early SoundCloud era in 2016, you can't really market a song like that today. Like, you know what I
No,
mean? You can, but it's like that ain't all it take. It ain't that, trust me. That's
it's
all.
tough.
Yeah. It's all a game, bro. But that's why I felt like that's what's fun to me about doing what I do, period, is just like it's like playing a game. It's like always trying to find the piece to the puzzle and be like, all right, this works with this. This is you get what I'm saying? We messed up that time. We learned from that mistake. Let's implement what worked from that, put it into this, and just keep moving, keep maneuvering. So it's like it's a journey, it's fun. Like it's I love the whole everything I do, bro. I love everything I do. The ups, the downs, I love everything I do, bro.
And
No,
that's what
no
comes with
lie.
the journey. You got to
For
enjoy the
sure.
ups and the downs.
For sure, bro.
How did you get your management team together? Because you mentioned your manager before. So how did you were able to find the right managers that work for you?
No lie, I went through a couple managers um that like I done beefed with with managers I've had, bro. Not like crazy beef, but like just we wasn't seeing eye to eye. I always gotta argue with them. But the manager I work with now, shout out to Sierra. Sierra found me. I'm not gonna lie. Sierra just in tune, bro. No lie. Sierra's in tune. She just she found my I think she told me the song "In the Bricks" actually, because we was promoting that crazy, that marketing that crazy. And she was like, yeah, she found it on Instagram one day. She reached out and just always was showing love because I was signed at the time, and she hit me up like trying to work and stuff, and I was just like, feel me? I'm kind of in a situation right now. I don't want to bring you into this situation because it was like, industry shit start to happen, bro. So I was just like, I'm not gonna bring you into this situation while it's looking, you know what I mean? So eventually, once I got out that situation, she it's just like perfect timing, bro. She had an opportunity at hand for me already. And she was just like, look, I could do this for you. And I'm like, it's crazy because I just got out this situation, so we could really work. Like it was, you feel me? And it just ended up coming together like that, bro. And ever since 2023, I've been rocking with Sierra. No lie, that's my rock right there. No cap, that's my best friend.
You need that. You need that support system too. That's great that you got that now. So
Yeah, for sure.
it seems as though that you've had your experiences with labels. Is that something that you're gonna shy away from now? Just you just want to be independent because it seems as
Yeah,
though it's
like
a sticky
it's
situation.
yes, bro. Like it's so crazy to me because it was one of them things that like for me growing up and all of that, like that's kind of the idea we got. Like, oh, we gonna sign a record deal, we gonna do this, it's gonna be lit and all of that. And then it's like, granted, it's some good deals. I wasn't in a bad deal. It was just things just didn't play out how things were supposed to play out. But my deal was honestly a phenomenal deal. Shout out to them. But it's just things don't work out sometimes. That's how it go in this. You know what I mean? But it just showed me like one, there's a lot of things that being signed to a label, it comes with a lot of benefits. You could get to a lot of different doors, there's a lot of different connections and all of that. But as an independent, also, as long as you could get in them doors and use that label stuff or whatever. That's basically what I did, bro. It was just like I know how to make the best out of my situation. So I know nothing lasts forever. So it was like even when I was signed, I made them connections. I talked to the right people, followed the right people, asked the right questions. You know what I mean? So I could learn how to do this independently and just implemented that. Kept doing research, and it's just like it might be a little bit harder. You might have to come out of pocket a little bit more doing it independently, but in the long run, it's more beneficial. It's more peace of mind in doing it that way, honestly. But if the right deal come my way, I ain't gonna say I'm turning it down. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely where I'm at right now. I'm definitely more like independent. Like I see this like let's build the leverage up. Let's get this rolling on our own. And if a label come our direction, is like, look, this is what we built already. You got to meet us. Like it ain't just you ain't just signing nothing. You know what I mean? It's like we came with this. We got some leverage here. So I'd rather get in a situation at that point where I got something to really bring to the table as opposed to having to follow all of they like laws and all that. You know what I'm saying?
hmm So how's the momentum going for 2025? 'Cause it feels as though that you're ready to really take that next step, especially with the new track. You got the album on the way.
Hell
You were
yeah.
just at Akon's place there.
That
So what's
we
the
working,
momentum like
man.
right now for
The
you?
momentum is rocking, especially because it's about to be summertime. The tape is finished. We about to roll this out. I've been dropping the singles. I've been basically rolling out this whole time, and it's like it was one of them things. I was playing this rollout to where people been seeing the rollout, and they don't realize it's the rollout. You know what I mean? But when it's packaged and it all comes out, it's like a damn wow. Like we've been seeing the whole, and it all came together. You know what I mean? So it's just like people listening to the music, the streams is going, people is excited about the tape, hitting me about it. So it's just like, I bet the right people is paying attention. So I'm like, I know I got something here. You know what I mean? Like if I play my cards right with this could really take it to that point for real. We got all the right people paying attention, naming different rooms, different doors is opening up. So it's just like, all right, I see what's going on here. If I really attack this, yeah, this gonna do what it got to do.
It's gonna take off. So what's the vision for your fashion too? Because I feel as though that you should have your own label. You're big in the fashion. You should have your
Not
own
yeah,
line.
bro. With the fashion, bro, that's one thing I always carried on too. Like even when I was younger, like early, feel me, like them Triller days and all of that, I was making my own merch, all of that, like designing merch and stuff. But I also lean more so towards the music, and I got a lot of homies that make clothes. Like everything I wear, my friends made, bro. This shout out to my boy Crew, shout out AVRT, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
I only really rock what my friends make, bro. And that's the thing. Like, I know my strong suit, the music. I could definitely dabble in the clothes, and even my friends that got their own brands and stuff, they giving me free stuff. They put me in their shoots. I support them. I cop stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's they lane. That's I. We be talking about it too because they be telling me like, bro, you gotta just start your own brand, bro. You gotta just. And I'm just like, bro, I'm more. I rock with the merch. You feel me? I'm gonna do a little merch. But y'all, that's y'all bag. I wanna y'all. I'm supporting y'all. Like y'all, my fashion bros. Like y'all, the bros that got the brands. I do the merch. They definitely made merch for me too. Like they'll help me. You know what I'm saying? And they'll ask my opinions on stuff because they know. Like I know when it comes to the fashion, they know I know, bro. But it's like I was just more so like the music is that's my calling. You feel me? My other men's got that. They holding that down. They doing their thing.
No, that's fire. Let your friends dress you.
Yeah, where I'm like, bro, I'd rather wear all y'all stuff. Like, I want to wear what y'all making, bro. If I want to make some shirts and stuff, I'm coming to y'all to make my designs and all of that. I'd rather play it like that. Feel
I
me?
like that. And it helps them out too. It gives them
Facts.
publicity too, because
Everything,
usually
but
artists are huge what they wear because it starts
exactly.
trends.
Exactly. And I feel like they I feel like my friends literally I feel like the clothes they make clothes for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly how I always like had my style, how it's like the perfect, it's just like my friends do it the best, bro. I'd rather just rock they stuff, like, for real, for real. Like, I might grab some hype little designer or whatever, but I really, anytime you see me on any platforms or anything, bro, I'm rocking a piece of my homies merch or they brand, bro. No
Mm.
cap. I keep it on me. For real, for real.
Yeah, I get this because you mentioned rock before, kind of like this grunge goth vibe at the same time with
Yeah,
how you
bro.
bring with your aesthetic, especially with this because you work with a Flacco, I believe, for this Rosemary's Baby Part Two record.
Shout out
I was
my
so
boy Flock.
yeah,
Yo, shout out Flock, yo.
yeah, you got that horror aesthetic with that.
Nah, yeah, bro, no lie. Horror, that's a big horror is like that's my favorite genre of movie and
Same.
everything, bro. Even my girl be getting mad at me, bro. All I want to watch is scary movies. She be like, bro, you just want to watch something scary. I'll be like, bro, that's the best. But the that inspiration comes from just like where I'm from. I'm from the hood, bro. I'm from the projects, but I grew up in a hood that was so like we was getting fly out here. You feel me? So like the different styles was always you ain't really have to feel embarrassed to what you rocking out here. You feel me? So it was like you'll see a homie on the block. He might be wearing, feel me, the baggy jeans and all of that, but he might got some fly, different type of cut top on. Like, we grew up on different things like that. So it was just like I definitely got the the rock and the hood look. That's dead how my friends be describing it. They be like, bro, you like a rock star, but it's like not really a rock star, but a rock star is just a swag. Like, it's really, you know what I'm saying?
It is. It really is.
Yeah,
And rappers are have been the new rock stars
yeah,
for
that's a
years.
fact. That's a fact. So
They
it's just
really
like
have been.
we just paying homage, bro. We just getting fly. I might jump in a little mosh pit, song, make a little rock song. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a big horror fan, so I'm happy to hear that you're a horror guy. So what's I always like to say top five horror movies, but what's some horror movies that actually scared you? Because it's tough to scare horror fans.
Yeah, some horror like recently. I,
It could be
I
recently or all time.
all time, bro. The Exorcist when I was younger. Exorcist scared the shit out of me when I was younger. Um, Paranormal Activity the first
The
time
first
when I
one.
was yeah when I bro I was a little kid, bro. So that was a different bag. There was bro I can't remember, but it was like a it's an independent. It's an old independent horror film, but it was shot like VHS style, like documentary style,
Blair
whatever.
Witch Project.
Was it Blair Witch? I
It
think
was
it
in
was.
the
It might have
woods.
been. Nah, it was kind of like it was. I think the setting was in LA, and it was like some like Spanish kids. Like, I can't remember. It was on, bro. That shit was on Netflix a long time ago, but it was an independent film. But it was like some ritual, some crazy shit, bro. That scared me, and it was like indie, early Netflix. Like, I can't even remember the name of it, bro. That one, the first, like the original
The
it,
'90s one.
yeah, the
Hmm.
original it, um, the original Jasons, Michael Myers, like those, like even still, I'll watch them now because I just feel like, bro, they don't make movies like that no more. Like and Scream was
Scream's
a
classic.
favorite. Yeah, yeah, Scream was definitely one that was like, that was an imprint of like my childhood, bro. No lie, like Scream was. That's a movie that I just feel like I don't know, bro. That shit, like, I see it in my head, bro. That Scream was definitely one of them ones for sure.
The ghost face.
Ghostface,
Yeah.
yeah. That I don't even know if I was scared or just intrigued by that, bro. But that was really my favorite, bro. No cap.
Classics. I know part seven's coming out next year, so
Yeah,
it's
bro. I feel like now they're not the same, bro. They don't hit
they're
the
not.
same anymore. They don't hit the same anymore. Children of the Corn too. Children of the
Oh, the
Corn.
'80s one.
Yeah,
Stephen
Children of
King.
the Corn too. That one really scared me, bro. That one really, really scared me. And also, Damn. Here's Johnny.
Shining.
The Shining. Yeah, I couldn't think of that. I'm like, bro, what the hell is the hotel? The Shining for sure. That was a trip. That was a trip.
Classic.
That shit scared me for sure. One of my
That's
favorites.
that's a classic. Have you seen Sinister?
Sinister word, bro. Sinister's a good one. Sinister's a
That's
good one.
that's crazy,
Sinister's
that
one
one.
of those ones that was like, yeah, that was a trip where it's like they watching the film, he hanging the family from the tree and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yo, bro, that was a good one for sure.
Oh, yeah, that was like 2012, 2013, I think. Yeah, that
Yeah, bro.
was
I was
oof.
13 years old, bro.
Oh,
I
did
was
you see that in the
sad.
theaters or you saw that on a DVD?
I definitely did. I see that in the theater? I don't think I seen it in theaters. I remember watching it in my living room. So maybe I watched it when it came out on do you remember like when you used to be able to buy the movies on like Verizon or like the cable or
Mm-hmm.
whatever? I feel like I watched it on there. I don't think we was on Netflix yet. I feel like I bought it, like my mom bought it from the TV thing and we watched it from there.
Yeah, that was one of those ones. And you mentioned Paranormal Activity. The scene that really gets you is like when you see the footprints when they put that powder
The
on the
powder.
floor.
Yeah, bro. Bro, that movie, I remember I was so scared of it, but I would watch it all the time because I would try to understand it. Like, yo, how, like, why would you even stay in this house, bro? Like, what other signs do you need to get the hell out that house, bro? Like, it's crazy.
The
And it's funny
Ouija
too.
board.
It's funny too because my little sister, because I'm the oldest of five or whatever. So my little sister, her favorite movie ever, bro, is Annabelle.
Oh,
No
with the
lie. Yes, bro. Ever since she was young, like 3, 4 years old, bro, she would really want to watch Annabelle back to back to back. Oh, hold up. You see me, bro?
yeah, I can see you.
All right, yeah, it's just a low battery, but we good. But yeah, bro, she would want to watch that back to back to back. And my mom used to be like, "Yo, your sister's just like you, bro. I don't understand like why y'all want to watch scary horror stuff." Like, or she'll be on YouTube watching just like ghost videos and different stuff like that. It's like I don't know, bro. It's interesting. It's like intriguing, bro.
It is. It is. I know people clown people that are into horror sometimes, but it's intriguing. It's just I don't know what it is, but I've always kind of been into that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
that's what.
different.
And I would say too. Like I remember being younger, my uncle used to like every weekend basically he used to take me and my cousins to like whatever new movie that was coming out. And bro, he would literally always take me to every scary movie that came out, bro. Boogeyman. Yo, you want to know what's another one that's a good one? That's one of my favorites. Candyman, bro.
Candyman, all
The
from the
older
90s.
Candyman. Blade. Blade wasn't horror, but Blade is, you know what I'm saying? That's the
Vampires.
vampires, the
Mhm.
vibe. Blade was one of my favorites. Like, but I remember seeing those in the movies with him, or like the Jasons, the uh Halloweens, all of that. He'll take me to see every scary movie, bro. And it was another one, a hundred ghost, a hundred,
House of a Thousand Corpses.
yes, bro.
Rob
Yeah,
Zombie.
yeah, bro. That was another one that's like I remember watching that shit with my uncle, bro. No lie.
That's another one right there. So,
Hmm.
do you kind of follow? Because you're in the horror stuff, so you kind of look at like the main haunting attractions in Jersey. Do you ever kind of look up
Yeah,
like things
bro.
around you?
Bro, when I no lie, bro. We done went to Clinton Road. Me and my homies done went down Clinton Road so many times trying to like just hoping something pop out, just hoping we see something. I remember one of my homies, there's a bridge, like you go down Clinton Road, it's like there's the bridge that they say that like if you throw a rock down it, like uh the ghost to throw a rock back up or something like that, bro. It's pitch black dark over there. We went at nighttime. So we pull up on the bridge, we all hop out, we wild and we like, yo, bro, chill, something gonna pop out. So I go to my man's. I'm like, yo, let's hop back in the car and just drive off. Like, just drive up. Bro, we hopped in the car and just pushed it. But we didn't go too far, but we definitely just did it just to scare him type shit. But yeah, bro, we definitely been over there. We try to find, I feel like everybody try to find the New Jersey Devil, different things like that. But we definitely, Clinton Road, we've been down that road a couple times, bro,
Mm.
just hoping we see something. I remember my first time going down there was with my older cousin and his kids, like my older cousin. And it was like back when I had to be like 9 years old or something, bro. But he drove down during the day. And bro, going down that road is so scary. Even the trees are so crazy. You see in little things like in the forest and stuff, like little because they do like rituals and stuff over there. So like the deeper you go, like you'll see like nothing popped out, nothing too crazy, but you'll definitely see little like remains of like of something, like little crosses, little weird dolls placed places and all of that. Like
Oof.
it's a trip over there, no lie.
Oh,
I don't know if
it's
it's like haunting or people just be trolling, trying to like, you feel me? But it's definitely it's eerie, bro. It's
I
definitely
think
eerie.
I've heard of something, the Gates of Hell. There's something called that in Jersey, and then there's the Devil's Tree. I think I saw
Yeah,
on.
the Devil's Tree. That's like the New Jersey Devil. No, that's like the most famous. That's the like the most famous legend of Jersey. The New Jersey Devil, literally. That's something
Crazy.
they talked about that in school. Like they'll tell us about that in school and all of that. Okay.
It is insane. You know what's I watched a documentary on the other day. Have you heard of the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles? Have you heard about this?
Is it like where was one of them like they found a girl in the tanker on the
That
roof or
that's
something?
the one.
Yeah,
Elisa
yeah,
Lamb.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I know, bro. I know, bro. I be doing my research, bro. No cap.
Yeah.
All of that, bro. That's what I'm into, bro. No lie.
I'm into it too. And what's crazy, you could stay there. It's like $200 a night. All these serial killers have stayed there. There's people dying there
Yeah,
constantly. Like
bro.
it's
But
insane.
it's insane, but it's crazy because that's like if for it to be in LA, like to be out there, that's exact. It's such an attract, like it's an attraction, bro. It's
It
so
is.
bad, but it's like it's in the perfect place for it to be at. Like that shit is insane, bro.
It is. It's wild. I was watching that. It's just it's insane. I couldn't
You
believe.
couldn't pay me to stay there, bro. No lie, you couldn't pay me to stay
No,
there, bro.
you couldn't pay him.
Not in real life. I'm not playing with none of that shit in real life, bro. I'm good.
You, only as close as you're getting to it is just the screen behind the
Yeah.
screen.
You
That's
you
it.
seen that they got Annabelle on a world tour though, right?
I did
They
see
took
that. Was it down in Texas?
yeah, Texas. They had them in New Orleans or whatever.
And they're saying that it would burn the prison down or
No, it
something. I
burned
was reading.
the plantation. It was
Plantain.
like a
Oh,
yeah, it burned like a plantation down and stuff like that. Like, bro, that's real life, bro. Stop. I gotta stop playing with them demons, bro. Stop playing with them demons, bro.
Do you have a ghost story? Do you have your own personal experience at all, or not? It's that's
Now,
as close as
I
it gets.
I wouldn't say like it's a complete ghost story, but I remember like around COVID time, I was staying with my aunt for a little while, and she always said like there was a spirit in her house. She always said that, but I never like really experienced. I ain't experienced it, but she would be like, it's not like a bad spirit. It's just like you'll you'll see like she's like if you think you saw something from the corner of your eye, you saw something
Hmm.
basically. So I remember being in her crib one day by myself. I was just chilling, I'm smoking in the living room, chilling, and like I'm in the living room, but she has like a hallway that you could see directly like into the bathroom. You know what I mean? So the bathroom door was open, and bro, I swear, bro, like I'm not even gassing it. That shit blew my mind. And I'm like, nah, I'm high, bro. I'm tripping. I'm high, bro. I'm high. I look down the hall just to you feel me? Cause she got a dog, like a little chihuahua. So I'm looking and I looked to the bathroom and I thought I seen the chihuahua. And I looked back and I double took and the shit just wasn't there. It just wasn't. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? It
Hmm.
didn't even look like a. I can't even say like it had a face or anything. It looked like a shadow or just like a. You feel me? Just something was there. I looked and I realized like that don't look like the dog, bro. And I looked back, it just wasn't there. And I'm like, I'm high. I'm too high in here. I gotta be just too high in here. Like, no way. And then I told my aunt, and she was like, yeah, that's how you thought I was. If you see some shit from the corner of your eye in here, you've seen it. Like you seen it. Cause I'm like, bro, I know it wasn't the dog. I know it
No,
wasn't that little ass dog, bro. It wasn't.
it,
Cause
it
if
was
I
too
look,
high up.
yeah, it was just too like. But my brain automatically, I'm thinking it's the dog because I'm not taking that serious. You know what I mean? But that's it. That's the closest. That's the closest to any like paranormal I could say. It wasn't no like messing with us or like some
Hmm.
crazy scary shit. It was just that little shit. And I still don't know if it's true, bro. I was busting, bro. I was off the gas, bro. So I could have been tripping. So, that's as close as
uh,
I'll get though.
You never know. Yeah, but I like that you have that background there with being in horror and all that paranormal stuff. It's interesting. It adds another characteristic to your personality,
For
and you
sure.
share that with other people. With Flacco, that's Rosemary's Baby
Yeah, bro.
Part Two record.
Shout out to my boy Flock. Flacco is still that's my bro. Like Flacco, he played a more behind the scenes, but Flacco, everything I do, bro, Flacco got his hands in, bro. That's
Mm.
my like with this music shit or whatever. That's bro. You see me, you see Flacco, like, but he like the mystery. You get what I'm saying? That's just like when you see him, it's like, damn, that's it's that boy Flock with yeah, they together. That's crazy. But everything I do, bro, Flacco, that's my like my blood, bro. That's my brother. Anytime we gotta go have, we gotta put up for, we gotta shoot this video, we gotta do this, we gotta me and Flock, we gotta do it. We gotta even if it don't go right, you be like, hey, we both took the loss, my brother. It is what it is. We on to the next. You get what I'm saying? But Flacco, that's my bro, that's my guy. Like, that's my guy for sure, for sure. Rosemary's Baby is crazy because right, that was around hard knock times. You get what I mean? So me and Flock, we've been from the same hood. We grew up in the same hood, but he was a great younger than me, yeah, because he a year younger than me type shit. So when we was doing the hard knock stuff or whatever, that's high school time. So people is rocking with the music, stuff like that. Flock was still in like middle school, like eighth grade, about to go to high school. I was already in high school, a freshman, but he was already making beats, you feel me, dropping music and shit like that. And he followed me on the gram. I just knew he was from the same hood, but I'm seeing the music, I'm seeing it. And at the time, me and my homie NLG, that was Low Monsters with me or whatever, we made the hard knock together. That was like it went from like Low Monsters to hard knock to the world. Like that's where it's like what it is right now.
Right
Like you
now.
know what I'm saying? So you like, yo, like we gotta put a little Flock down with Hard Knock. I ain't gonna lie. He producing his music fire, like boom. So I had linked him. He lived on like the other end of the hood. I live on one end, he lived like a couple blocks down. Pulled
Okay.
up on him one day. We wasn't even smoking yet, bro. Like this, we was young, feel me? So pulled up to his room. He had the whole setup already. I'm like, yo, this slow nigga. Like, he got the whole setup. He making beats off the iPad, mind you, off an iPad. He got the setup, but everything's connected to the iPad. So he really making shit. Boom. Rosemary's Baby. That was the first beat me and him made together. I don't even make beats, but we was just in there messing around. Like, bro, I'm trying to cook up too, whatever. Made Rosemary's Baby, recorded that shit. We both freestyled it. That's first, like, like our first link up, first time working, anything like that. Made that song, dropped it, and then it was just like solidify everything. It was just like, yeah, that's just the team. That's how we rocking. That's how we rolling. So even fast forward to 2025, bro, Flacco with me every step of the way, bro. No lie. Like when I'm popping out, or even if even if Flock can't be with me, because he, you feel me, he do his own little thing too. But if Flock can't be with me directly, it's just you could say, yeah, I know Flock, Flock there. You feel me? Flock
It's
there,
the
but
guy.
even if you're not there, Flock is there. Trust me.
That's the guy right there.
That's my guy, bro. Shout out to Flock for sure, for sure.
Shout out to him. Freaking My Text, that was another one that was popping
Yo,
off this year.
freaking my text, even still, bro. Freaking my text is still one that's like rocking, bro. Like that was my first song I got on the radio. Like that
Well,
opened. That's
congrats.
yeah, thank you, bro. That song. Shout out to DJ Slink from Jersey, bro. Shout out to he had that on that Sirius XM. No lie. Shout out to him. It was people telling me, like people from the city, like randoms, like, yo, bro, I swear I just heard your voice on the radio, bro. I think they playing you on the radio, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro, we rocking. That shit rocking. But that song right there, that was what is that, 2023? I think it was like 2023. But that like I already knew what that song was gonna do, bro. That's when I just started working with Ciara. She booked a session in Penthouse in New York, booked like 7 hours. Bro, I went there, big ass crazy studio. We ended up just cooking up, and she sent beats from shout out and up. He's like a drill producer or whatever. Sent the whole pack. When I first heard that sample, when I heard that damn, I was like, nah, bro, this is it right here. This shit is the one right here. Recorded it. When I posted a little snippet of it.
Mhm.
That shit alone went crazy. It was going crazy. So I'm like, all right, we dropped it, shot the video. put it out, and then it was just the reception was just nuts, bro. That opened the door for like On the Radar. They pulled up to not the Freak in My no matter of fact, yeah, the Freak in My Text video shoot. They one of the producers or whatever pulled up from On the Radar, watching me shoot and all of that. He saying he fuck with the song. He like how I be moving and shit, and that like kind of led to what opened the door to getting on like On the Radar and all of that. So freaking my text is definitely that's one of my that's like my one of my favorite kids, bro. That's what like my
Fire.
songs is like my kids, bro. It's like one of my favorites. Like no
That's the
cat,
is that the number one kid?
that might be the number one kid.
It
I'm not
might
gonna
be.
lie. Just off how that impact was. Then if I had to say the number one kid, it might be. Nah, yeah, nah, freaking my text. I gotta be fair. I was gonna say Thief in the Night right now because Thief in the Night is
That's a new
going, it's
one.
doing its thing. But freaking my text is just like for the time that it was made and the reception of it, it's just like that's the one, that's the undeniable one. Like that's the baby right there. That's the special. No cap.
That definitely is. It's opening some doors for you, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
for
Thief of the
sure.
Night's going to be opening some doors. So, what's the next one that's going to open? It's going to really kick in the door with the 4-4, like Biggie.
Bro, listen, 21 shots. That's all I'm gonna say. 21 shots. It's on the tape. It's all of these songs, like It Ain't Nothing, Thief in the Night, all of them, those all on the tape. But 21 Shots is one that I know for sure is gonna like it's like Thief in the Night's like little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like his the evil little brother. Thief in the Night's already the way it is, but that one is like they're like a perfect duo. When you hear that one, it's like you're gonna be like, I get it. Like I understand what he meant by that for sure. Especially how they transition to each other on the tape, bro. Oh my god, those is like the big two right there.
When are we getting 21 shots?
That release date coming soon. That
Coming
release
soon.
date coming soon. It ain't too far off, but that release date coming soon. I can't say it yet, but I'm just gonna say June though. No exact date, but June for sure.
June.
June,
June, it's coming.
definitely June, definitely June.
I had the Biggie reference there, but your favorite track by him is Party and Bullshit. Why is it that one out of
Yo,
all his
right?
records?
Yo, you know it's so crazy, bro. I just went out to eat the other day with my girl, bro, and I
Mhm.
swear they played that song in the spot, and my fucking mind was so blown away. I looked at her, I was like, "Yo, this song, like this shit means the world to me that they playing this song right now, bro." And real shit is really because in the Biggie movie, when he's performing the
On
party and part,
stage.
yeah, and I seen how the fight broke out, and then it turned into just get along. Yo, that shit, like, I don't know, bro. That shit was just so amazing. I'm like, yo, that was the fucking most amazing performance I ever seen, bro. That
Mhm.
shit, like, yo, party and bullshit. That was because of that state, like that performance. That's why that shit's my favorite song. That's literally why that was my favorite Biggie song, bro. No cap. It
Classic
like the
record.
skits and everything, like, bro, like that shit was a different time. The
It
fight breaking
was.
out, the skit and all of that, going back into the verse, that shit is crazy. That shit
It
is
is
crazy.
one of a kind.
No lie, bro. Can't be replicated. That shit that can't be replicated. Like it's what it is. It's not gonna happen again. We got it. We
No.
got it that one time.
And that's all we need. If you think about it, that's all we need.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
But no, what else is on the way that you want to mention or can mention? What else do you have that we kind of didn't talk about? Oh, Akon. I did want to bring up you
Oh
at his
yeah.
house, of course. So how is it watching him in
So
the
it's crazy because Akon wasn't there. I'm working with Omar though, his brother. He like
okay.
like A&R me type shit, moving around. Like you know what I'm saying? He pulled up to my hood or whatever because he heard freaking my text. That's what's crazy. He heard freaking my text and was just like, bro, I gotta get next to him. So he pulled up, we was chatting it up or whatever. He like, bro, we're gonna he just understand, like Omar understand my sound, like he understand the vision. You feel me? So he like, bro, we're gonna get you to Atlanta. We're gonna have you work with Ali. That's Akon's son. Shout out to Ali Osborne. He produced the whole tape. The whole tape is his production, bro. And we recorded
Fire.
them. We recorded like 13 songs, bro, back to back. Like even what's on this tape isn't all the music, but it's like the ones that we was like, yeah, these the ones right here. But bro, we recorded so much music. It was like you would have thought we was working with each other forever. Like the chemistry was just so, you feel me? But that shit was surreal, bro. Like I mean, Akon's crib, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like that shit was surreal, bro. So it was just like the energy, and plus being with, you feel me, they welcome me to the crib. I'm with his brother, I'm with his sons. We chilling, we chatting it up. Like it was just normal vibes. And then once we started recording, we playing music back and forth because he's an artist too.
Mhm.
He fired artist, engineer, producer. He's just overall talented. You get what I'm saying? Just overall talented. So we just locked right in, bro, and was just that shit was just a flow. Like it was just we wouldn't stop, bro. No cat. We'll finish one song. I'll be in the booth. He'll look at me, he'll play like 2, 3 beats and just load up the hardest one, and I'm still in the booth, bro, and just record the next song. Boom, knocking them out, knocking them out, knocking them out. Omar like, yo, how many songs you did tonight? You like, bro, 11. Knocking them shits out. No cap. I was there for a weekend, bro. No cap, but that's why I love this project because it's like it's you it's all the same energy because it was basically all recorded in the same setting. You know what I mean? But it's like the songs and the energy of the session, the recording process, it's just like it's like the perfect blend, and the songs don't sound rushed. They don't sound. It just sounds like you can tell I was in this flow state that was just like, yo, it's just flowing. Like it's just back to back, just structured, the ad libs, the what I'm saying, and you feel me. For the time that it was, like I don't want to. I want people to listen to the music, but it's like it's a story. You get what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
it's a vibe, but if you listen, it's a story. Each song is definitely. That's why it's Call You When It's Over. It's all just like I don't want to give. I get excited when I talk about it and try not to give too much because I want people to see it and hear it. But bro, yeah, bro, when this tape drop, you gonna see a lot for sure. You gonna see a lot.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. So, what's the cover going to look like? Is it going to be kind of something? Because when it has that arrogant touch to it a little bit. Like I kind of see when I think of it, the Cameron picture with him with the
With the
Nextel flip
phone.
phone. Yeah.
So like originally the cover art, because I was going with a whole different track list. I was going with a whole different vibe because we have so much music. So I was going more on the, I would say, with an alternative kind of rockish vibe for the cover because of the track list for that time. And then once I started putting out the singles and seeing what was the vibes people was rocking with, and they rocking with the Thief of the Night, the It Ain't Nothing, the Body Bag. So I'm like, all right, I see what they want. Like I know we got to play it this way. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of changed the idea a little bit, and I felt like I was in this space where I was just like overthinking. I'm like, yo, bro, what the hell? And like, what is the cover gonna be for this? Like, we can't really do this idea because it don't really match with where we going with it now. And all I'm gonna say is we went with something it it's so simple and so clean that I feel like you can dead ass listen to the music and look at the cover art, and it's just the perfect representation of like what the story is and everything. Like the music is what's meant to like be the attraction. You feel me? But the cover art is just one of them things that's like it's gonna be appreciated. It's gonna be real, and it's different from my other covers. It's different. I usually take the animated route. We didn't go animated this way. That's all I'm gonna say. We didn't go animated this time.
Oh, more hits, more cliffhangers here.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be fire. I'm looking forward to this.
Hell yeah, bro. It's like a movie, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like a damn. It's like where can this go? But trust me, it's all gonna connect. It's gonna make sense. Like you gonna remember what we said, what we talking about. It's gonna be like, yeah, I see it. And when you hear the rest of the songs and how it goes together, and see the visualizers, I got a lot of behind the scenes for it. So it's like we're gonna put the music out, and then you're gonna see the how things was made, how we came to certain ideas and different. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mhm.
how I'm gonna roll it out. But right now, it was really just the singles, and yeah, just really just like testing the waters with it and seeing the direction to go with it. Like we started with a base plan, and then once we started giving little shit out, it's like, all right, we're gonna take these ideas, let's mix it up. We gotta do it this way. You know what I'm saying? So, but we definitely got to that point where it's like, all right, this is it. This is the final version. This is what we doing. June, bro. I swear,
June,
June, bro.
June.
No cap.
There's
June,
been a lot of
June.
movie references here. Do you want to get into acting or movies? Is that something that you want to do too?
Yeah, for sure. My bad, bro. This shit started saying 10% again.
Oh
But
boy.
yeah, word. I got to throw it on the charger. But definitely, acting is definitely something I always been like really interested in. and always thought about doing. I just like I don't know. I'm kind of picky. Like I would want to play a certain type of role, and I know that's not necessarily the mindset you gotta. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I would definitely want to put together like a short film. I'm always thinking of short films. Like even for it's just my ideas for the short film. I feel like I need a real budget for it. So I just play with the idea, and then like I might implement little things in videos and stuff like that. But like a short film is definitely something that I'm gonna do one day for sure. Right now we doing this music, you know what I'm saying? But when I could put that short film together, it's gonna be something. And I'm gonna play a role. I'm gonna direct it, all of that's gonna be a vibe.
Oh, I like that.
It's
See,
gonna
he's
be a
already got
vibe,
the
bro.
ideas brewing.
For sure. Cause even with my videos, bro, like I got I only really work with photographers that like I got a real close relationship with. Cause like I really be like I like to be hands on with I let them have their free range because you feel me, their vision matters too. But I'm definitely like when it comes down to the planning and the ideas and like the directing of my videos and all of that, I like to be hands on with that because I definitely do have my vision. So it's like I've even directed some of my friends' videos and like I've shot videos for people early on and stuff. I was just at a point where I was just trying shit. You feel me? So we didn't have cameramen. I was just like, bro, listen, you want to shoot a video? I'll shoot your video, bro. And if I need a video shot, you gotta shoot my video. Like we was just doing shit like that at one point. So it's like I got an eye for I know I got the eye for it. You feel me? So it's like those is definitely some talents that I'm a tap into eventually for sure, for sure.
Fire. I'll be looking forward to it. You got a lot of ideas on the
Oh yeah,
horizon.
bro.
You got
It
them
just
logged in.
it just be rolling, bro. I'm telling you, I be getting excited about talking about like what I'm making, what I'm coming with or whatever. That's just like I'm like, bro, I don't want to spill it all right now. I want you to experience it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we're gonna be
Sure.
experiencing it. You make sure you go check out Thief in the Night. That's the new one.
Thief in the night, man. We rocking, man.
We're
Thief in the
rocking
night.
with
Shout out
that one.
Ali. Shout out
Yeah.
Ali, man. No cap.
Noah, is there anything else you'd love to let your fans know that we didn't cover here tonight? I think we touched on everything.
Yeah, bro. This interview, bro, it's probably one of my favorite interviews, bro. You ask some good questions and you do your homework. I feel like we touched on damn near everything. We went back. We talked about the new stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
No cap.
appreciate that.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, bro. I loved it. I love it. This was fire.
I appreciate it, man. We got to do it again. Once you drop this album, we got to do it again.
For sure, bro. For sure, bro. Once definitely we locking that in for sure. Cause I already know you gonna listen to it. You gonna yeah, bro. We gotta get another one. We run it back. Part two. No
Part
cap.
two, yeah, part two, like Rosemary's Baby. We got to throw
Part
part
two,
two in here
yeah.
with the interview.
For shit show. For shit show.
And let them know where they can follow you on Instagram, X, all your platforms,
Hell
YouTube,
yeah.
everything.
Noah X Ashton on all platforms, on all social media, YouTube, Noah Ashton, Google, Noah Ashton, everything gonna pop up right there. I'm the one and only gang. Noah Ashton.
One and only for sure. Noah, thank you for coming on the show, man. I had a great
Thank
time.
you for
Shout out
having
to
me,
L Nice
bro.
too.
Hell yeah, hell nice. You already know, man. A wizard right there. That's the wizard right there.
That's the guy right there. Big things
Hell
on the
yeah,
way
bro.
for you, Noah. I can feel it for sure.
Hell yeah. Part two on the way, gang. Don't sleep. You out here.
Yeah, part two.
All
Part two, man.
right,
Enjoy the rest
buddy.
of your night, all right?
Hell yeah, you too, buddy.
All right, man. Peace
All
out.
right, peace.